Hiya, ladies and gentlemen. I've been laying here on my sick bed still, unfortunately, wondering whether to do a video today, because I'm, like probably a lot of people, feeling quite emotional about the last few days. So what those poor people that are closely involved must be feeling, I really don't know. I also got the Gobby Parrot Wellington, who got his own little video out. So I thought it might stop him from appearing in this one, but I think you're going to hear him all the way through. I don't intend making this a long video, but I generally say that anyway. I'd just like to ask you people, this morning we've got a former head of the Cobra get together, meeting. Former head, mind you, not the current head. A colonel. He thinks that we should intern British Muslim terrorists, and we should deport suspected non-British terrorists, which I think is an absolutely fantastic idea. The question is that enough? And I think we all know the answer, that it's not, because it's not going to stop the rape gangs. It's not going to stop the general Islamification of the country. The terrorism, as heinous and horrendous as it is only a small part of what Islam is doing to this country. I get on with most people on Facebook, don't have problems with 99.9%, but I just had a couple of silly comments from people, and I take things to heart. I know I shouldn't. Because we remembered, I don't know whether any of you saw it last night, someone else actually put it up initially, to not go on Facebook for 22 minutes. And those 22 minutes represented the 22 lives lost. And I thought it was, and I still think it was, a good thing to do for us to remember the dead. And just one guy saying, that ain't going to do nothing, you liberal, you moron, you go and light some candles. So, is that what we come to? We've lost empathy for the people who died. We still want to do something about it, and we will do something about it, but you can't just forget the people that you're fighting for. Because otherwise, why are you fighting? You're fighting for those people who died. So they should be remembered. 22 minutes that lasted for. Perhaps some people just couldn't stand not being on Facebook for 22 minutes. Anyway, they are the absolute minority, and I give them both barrels, and then once I'm certain they've got it, I'll block them. There's a lot of them are trolls, which it's hard to tell which ones are the trolls and which ones are just mindless. I suppose it's the same thing, really, isn't it? But that brings us to, if it's not enough what they are, and this is only what they're talking about doing, that's not even the actual government, that's just a colonel who used to be involved in things, which I would hope they still use him as an advisor. Yeah, if it's not enough what they're doing, which it obviously isn't, then we've got to continue with what we're doing, and I see the anger on Facebook. I think I'm a lot more calmer at the moment because I've got this nerve damaged leg that's giving me hell. And so I take a step back a bit and look at things a bit more deeply. The anger is still there, but everybody keeps saying we need to do something, and what I can't get up here is if they all want to do it, and there are quite a lot of people trying to organise things, including myself with BritishWarriorWithin.com. Why aren't they joining these groups? And as I say, my website, it's free. It's only a £10 donation if you wish to help it grow. But apart from that, don't cost anything. If you ain't got the money, don't cost you anything. So there's a group that is designed to help the community fight Islam, to defend against any attack by Islam, and if needs be, go on the offensive. The idea is to be able to send out groups of people in local areas to any flashpoints. Because I was sitting here and I was thinking, oh, FA Cup final Saturday, and that idiot Lord Blunkett, as he is now, I mustn't say anything nasty about him because he's disabled, but he's still an idiot. He says, oh, I don't think it'd be right to have the army at Wembley. Well, I think it would be a damn good idea to have the army at Wembley. He says it worries people. I don't get that. I would see it as reassuring. But if they didn't, that's what groups like BritishWarriorWithin.com could do. They could send a group of 30, 40 people. If we had those numbers in that area, you've got to join, which is exactly what I'm saying. And we could have them there, keeping their eye out for anything suspicious, stopping people if they had to, reporting people to the authorities, giving some kind of reassurance that there are people there looking out for the youngsters and the men and women who are just going to a game of football. But if you expand that, that's just one thing. That's probably quite a large thing. But in your local community, you sometimes feel threatened, intimidated, going to certain places, coming back from certain places. And again, this is where we need to have guys on the ground. I'm more than willing to do it. I quite happily do it. Not much call for it where I am, so I would have to travel. But it's the people who keep saying we must do something, but they don't do anything. That's the people that are frustrating me at the moment. I knew I had to do something, so I've done something. I paid for a website. It's free to start with, but then they top you with all the money for all the add-ons and what have you. And in groups, I've gone to the local shooting range, learned how to use firearms. I'm perfectly able to defend my home with bits and bobs. And I've got a load of leaflets still, which I've asked people if they want to have some. I will post them up to them and they can go and put them out to try and awaken people to what's happening with Islam. Some people have done it, but a lot of the people who paid for them, when I asked, oh, please let me know your address and I'll send them up, I haven't heard any more from them. Which is odd, because they help pay for the leaflets. So, I will be putting as many out as I can once my leg stops piss-arsing about. I said this wasn't going to be very long. But the crux of this video is you people who keep saying we need to do something, you've got to go ahead and do it. And I don't mean go out and start shouting Muslims are wankers. You need to find a group, get together, get all your mates in with it, because we will only beat Islam with numbers. Because there's always hundreds, if not thousands of them every time they meet. And we always turn up with 20 or 30, which it's an impossibility, isn't it? You know. So we've got to be able to intimidate them to stop doing their intimidation and their rapes and the murders that are still going on. Right, I've just got a message on now. Just had a message load battery then, so you've probably lost me for a minute and you'll probably think, thank God for that. Okay, I'll leave that with you. feel free to message me, email me if you can find my email address anywhere, and let me know what you think we should be doing, because I and other people are doing things. We're not doing it so openly it's ridiculous, because some of the things that we do, although they're perfectly legal, the authorities still don't like it. So let us know, and I'll be really pleased to hear your views. For now, I will see you later, and once I get back onto my PC, once my leg starts working again, I shall try and make a better quality video. Bye for now.